Hey there everyone, this is White Mage Serenia, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VI. In today's episode, we're going to get some new equipment for our characters here, and try to make it to the town of Zozo, which is where we've heard Terra is found. On another note, I've also heard from an innocent bystander that Terra could be near Mount Rikuowa, where she was last sighted. I don't know how true that is, it's just something that I've heard heard through the grapevine. Okay, looks like this shop has two shields we want to buy. We want to get two mithril shields for both Celeste and Sabin. We also want to get, yes, we should be fine now. We want to, first of all, we want to head to Jador now, since the weapons are all the same here. If we go to the inn or inn/pub, we can find Shadow. Who, in which case, if we had 3 characters instead of 4, we could recruit him again here now. But since we don't, he won't even talk to us. So let's just head on out and see how far we can make it. Oh, something to note from something I overlooked on my last episode. The monster that I fought, the Fossil Fang, has a counterattack. Every time you hit it with a physical attack, it counters with Sandstorm. Also, it has a move called Bone, which can turn you into a zombie. Okay, and we're back, and that was a little bit ironic, actually. I just encountered a Fossil Fang, and it started right off with its zombie move, Bone. But Locke was able to steal a Revivify, which cures it. So, after you've done that, just have Celeste heal everyone. Now, a note on the zombie status is it makes your character uncontrollable. It also drops their HP to 0, and they can. It acts sort of like Confuse. They can hit anyone on the screen. And we're back. That was just another pair of red fangs there. So just continue heading to the south, and we'll eventually reach a city called Jador. That's our first stop on our way. And we're back. And hey, Celeste, I warned you about Terra's perfume there. And we're back. There's just another pair of red fangs. And Celeste, I warned you about Terra's perfume, did I not? Whew. Women and their perfume, I swear it. Alright, now just continue moving to the south here, trying to avoid all the random battles as you can. And let's see what goodies we have this time. Here we have a new enemy, the Mind Candy. If I'm not mistaken, these guys have a move called Wing Snap, which can turn you berserk. Have Celeste... Oh, we killed him with the flashlight again. Alright. Oh, a note on the flash. If I'm not mistaken, it can also cause confusion. Don't quote me on that, I'm not 100%. So, anyway, it does pretty good damage. Either way you look at it, it's magical damage too, so it's going to be really useful later. Okay, here we have the town of Jador. We're mostly interested in well, let's swing by the armor shop, see if they have anything new. I know the weapon shop does. Weapon shop has some new claws for Sabin. More mithril shields. Mithril vest. Okay, cool. We'll get 2 mithril vests. One for Locke and one for Edgar there. And we'll buy a white dress for Celeste. Alright. So go and equip our new goodies for now. Not the relics. He gets a green beret and mithril vest. He gets a mithril shield. He gets a mithril vest. And she gets the mithril shield and the white dress. Alright. Now then. Once we've gotten all we came here for, let's go to the weapon shop, and then we're going to hop a chocobo to Zozo. Into the weapon shop. Now, if we had Shadow here, we can get dream sequences with him starting in Jador. But since we don't have him right now, we sort of miss out. So buy a Kaiser Knuckle for Sabin. And then let us move on. we'll probably be getting Sabin's best weapon for a long time coming soon, actually. So give him the Kaiser Knuckles, and let's move on. Now, as I said before, we're going to be hopping a Chocobo for the rest of the journey. So talk to this guy here, and it's 250 gil for a Chocobo, and he's just going to tell us how to use a Chocobo since we've never rented one before. Beyond the one Chocobo that we had when Edgar saved us from Figaro. Okay, now once you have your Chocobo, you want to head east here, east of Jidor. That's a catchy jingle that's pretty much caught on in the Final Fantasy realm. Every game there's a Chocobo, you're going to hear that at some point. Okay, enough of enjoying the music. Let's hop off the bird there and head into Zozo. Here's something to note. In Zozo, you can receive random battles. So anyway, once we're in Zozo, here we have new enemies, the Gobbledygook and the Harvester. The Harvester, as you've seen, can use a move called Sickle, which hits pretty fairly hard, and the Gobbledy can cast Vanish on themselves, which makes them immune to physical attacks. However, there's a glitch that I'm going to go over with Vanish later on. Yeah, see, they're completely immune to it. And he just stupidly casted it back on himself again, revealing himself. Okay, so after the battle, you want to head... And we're back, and in that battle, Locke managed to steal a pair of goggles from one of the Harvesters that we fought. The goggles prevent against the blind status, so relatively they're useless. So anyway, after the battle, once again, head up this, west and then north, ignoring the dead person here, and go into this area here. Talk to the clock, and we want to set the clock to 6, 10, and 50. And that opens up the secret compartment there. Okay, and we're back, and that was just another Harvester, plus I took a moment to heal. So anyway, once you've solved the clock puzzle, come up here, and you can get one of Edgar's most powerful tools in the game, the chainsaw. It has two steps of attacks. One form of its attack, it's either going to be a really strong physical attack on one enemy, or it's going to be an instant death attempt on one enemy, which and it actually has different animations for each style of its attack. It's relatively useless on bosses, though, since if it hits the random or the instant death attack, it's going to miss. So on boss fights, you're usually better off going with the drill. Also, I don't exactly know how you're supposed to solve the puzzle. I mean, as a kid, I had to search through every single combination of times till I figured it out, and since then I've remembered it. But from what I was told from Sevian, is since everyone in Zozo lies, you talk to everyone in the area, and whatever time they don't say is your answer. I don't know that myself. I've never tried it, but it sounds pretty much right, considering I do recall Zozo to be full of liars. So anyway, this is White Mage Serenia saying Windows Movie Maker cut off my ending. This is White Mage Serenia signing off Let's Play Final Fantasy VI Episode 27. Be on the lookout for Let's Play Legends of Legaia Episode 7 coming soon, or 6. One of those two. I think it's 6 or 7. Anyway, check it out. Take care.